Hi everyone, welcome back to Your Coffee Break with ChinesePod. I'm Alice.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh. 欢迎回到中文播客。
In our last episode, we learned how to use a Chinese language technique. In this lesson, we'll continue to learn the skill on how to say something indirectly.
在上一个视频，我们提到几个能在工作时用的说话技巧。因为中国人不喜欢说话说得太直接，所以今天我们要来聊聊怎么用不直接的方法说负面的事情。我们开始吧。
When it comes to bringing bad news or making negative comments, there are certain filler words such as not really or not as that we can use to lessen the weight of a statement.
我们来看看第一个词，不太。
So if your manager would like you to work with a different team, but you don't really want to,
这时候你可以跟主管说，主管，我不太想换到另一个团队，您可以找别人吗？
So using the word 不太 lessens the weight of the refusal.
我们来看看另一个例子。我们说说加班好了，你喜欢加班吗？
No one likes to work overtime, especially if you don't get paid.
因为没有加班费，所以我不太想加班。
So using the word 不太 is an indirect way of saying, no, I don't really want to work overtime. Another filler word we can use is bùzěnme. For example, if your manager would like you to work with a colleague, but you find him a little bit self-righteous,
自以为是。
how might you respond to your manager?
你可以说，主管，我不怎么想帮他，因为他有点自以为是。
Let's try another example. Let's say after several interviews, you are discussing with your colleague between the two applicants, but you want to indirectly tell your colleague that you prefer the one over the other.
这时候你可以说，我认为李先生不怎么合适，我比较喜欢张小姐。
So I don't think Mr. Lee is as suitable for the role. I prefer Miss Chang.
除了不太、不怎么，我们还可以用没那么。我来举一个例子好了，比如说，我和朋友在讨论最近找工作的事情。
So for example, if you're discussing with your friend some new job offers, but you don't really want to join this one company because of its low pay,
这时候你可以说，这间公司薪水不高，我没那么想做这份工作。
how about if you want to bring your boss bad news on today's event that it didn't go too well, but I'll do better tomorrow?
你可以跟老板说，老板，今天的活动没那么顺利，但是我们明天会改进的。
And finally, 比较 is another word filler we can use to help lessen the weight of a statement. 比较 means to compare to. So when we use 比较, there is an implication that there is something to compare to.
没错。
So, for example, let's say you have a colleague that you've previously worked with, but he has a tendency to procrastinate.
是啊，上次要他给我的业绩报告，迟了1个月才给我。
But your manager still wants you to work with him?
这时候你可以说，主管他总是喜欢拖延，我比较不喜欢和他一起工作。
So when you use 比较 in the sentence, it already implies that there has been past experiences to compare to, and that is why you say 我比较不喜欢 do something.
所以意思是我不喜欢和他一起工作，但是我不直接说，这样听起来才不会那么直接。
So it's an indirect way of rejecting. In today's lesson, we learned another Chinese language technique. Let's do some practices.
好，
How about your boss assigns your team to plan an event, but you want to indirectly refuse work from your colleagues?
这时候你可以说，这我不太会，
Oh, I'm not that good at it.
或是这我不怎么熟悉。
I'm not that familiar with it.
你也可以说， 这我没那么厉害，
I'm not that great at it.
或是这我比较没经验。
Or I'm not as experienced. How about you just don't come to work tomorrow, Josh?
回家也不错啊。
You might not see Josh tomorrow, but we still hope that you've enjoyed your coffee break with us.
如果有什么问题，欢迎你们在下面给我们留言，我们很快就会回答你的。我是 Josh，
I'm Alice.
我们下次见。
Bye bye.
ChinesePod, ChinesePod.